How can teachers bring the Key Stage 2 Design and Technology curriculum to life and maintain a focus on the design element of the curriculum? To get some ideas, we've come to Cornwall to look at a D&T project that aims to do just that. At Nancledra Primary School near St Ives, Pauline Hannigan has developed a 3-day virtual pets project for her mixed Year 5-6 class, a project which aims to put design at the heart of the creative process.
What's nice about pets? The objective today is going to be make a virtual pet, but how the children get there is up to them, and they can have a lot of choices on the way. I think the children themselves find that the actual making is the bit that is so important and that they love doing, although of course they love having something at the end of it to show.
Good design technology, I think the teacher always feels just on the edge, really. They know they've done their preparation, they know they've got clear objectives, they know they've got the materials ready, they know they've got the tools ready, but if they're genuinely allowing children to make choices, they can't be sure what the child will actually decide to do.
Watching the lessons with Pauline will be David Press from the Design and Making Centre and primary teacher Teresa Wilton. They'll give expert analysis and feedback.
Can anybody tell me any disadvantages about real pets?
They're not toilet trained.
Not toilet trained. So let's have a think about virtual pets. What is a virtual pet? Tristan?
It's sort of like a pet, only it's made out of machinery.
Right. So what are the advantages of a virtual pet? Jasmine?
You can control them, and like if you have a real pet then they can just like run away.
Did anybody hear then? Jasmine used a really important word. It was control.
What do you see as the key features of your role as a teacher when you're involved in design and technology?
I think once the children have started, I think it's very much standing back and letting them progress with their ideas, but at the same time being there and helping them move those ideas forward. Not tell them an answer, just use the questioning again.
Challenging, asking the right questions at the right time.
Yeah.
Pauline begins the project by getting the children to look at some commercial virtual pets.
When you press its little hand, there's a switch in there. That's the control, and the output then is the sound and the movement. It's constructed in a very clever way. Some of it is not mechanical movement, it's just as a result of the materials it's made from. But the bit where he comes up and down is mechanical. He's obviously got a joint in there. Just go to your tables and have a look what's on them. Yes. No. Have you worked out how this one works?
You've got a smashing collection of products that the children have brought in. What do you see the purpose of these products in the context of the project?
I think it creates among the children that sense of excitement that you really want in design technology, just to spark them off and spark their ideas off.
Play dead. Play dead.
And it gives them a really good chance to look at manufactured products and to think about how materials are used and how they're put together and how they actually work.
When the children are looking at the products, do you actually give them any sort of criteria to use to make their judgments on? Or?
Yeah, in this particular case, I asked them to focus on how they moved and how they were controlled. So what do you think that is actually doing?
Well, is that like a sensor? No.
It might be.
Allowing the children to handle commercial products is Pauline's way of both getting them involved right from the beginning and helping them think about concepts such as control and systems.
Oh, this one is amazing.
Just before the morning break, the children start work on their own designs. Putting the children in pairs to come up with concepts for a pet to be made in a factory helps get ideas really flowing.
So what's your idea?
First of all, we were thinking of doing a rabbit. So his eyes glow up, and whenever you squeeze the ears, his legs will move.
This bit here is where I actually sort of see the children starting to take ownership of the lesson. You've set the scene and now it's their turn to start their work.
You're absolutely right. This is so that the children can actually get lots and lots of their ideas, so that they're not actually constrained by the materials they are going to use, but it's just getting those initial ideas captured. We've looked at levers and pivots from a science point of view, so now they're going to have the chance to put that into practice and reinforce their understanding.
Like if we don't know how
to make the legs move, we use these to help us. And we can like use pivots to plug everything together, and then we can use the technique to get it moving.
The quality of the technical language that the children are using is just absolutely fantastic. Have you put much emphasis on that in previous projects?
I think I'm always very aware of the language that I do use with the children, that I'm using the right technical vocabulary, whatever it is I'm doing, and I think that's important, and then they build up their own bank of words as they go along, right from Key Stage 1, really.
If you've got a drawing like this...
Pauline has set out the aims of the project from the beginning, and she's encouraging the class to think about adapting their designs to new thoughts as they occur. And she's able to make natural links with the core subjects.
Is yours going to have fire? No.